He was an unlucky man. On his wedding day, his wife's ex-lover flew a helicopter to sabotage. At the wedding, his mother even did mass shooting, and was taken hostage by bandits for ransom. In his consummation, his mom stopped them. In order to have the most meaningful wedding, Hannah and Tom rented an island to hold their wedding. Unexpectedly, her ex-lovers named Shin came in. He also told their story when they were still in love. Tom felt bitter, but he can't do anything. Tonight, they wanted to do private something. His mom came in and said before the wedding, they didn't do that. Today was the official day of their wedding. But the guests waited for a long time. The bride and groom still didn't show up. Actually, Hannah didn't want to do the wedding venue because she was upset about last night. The two of them talked back and forth and began to quarrel. Hannah threw away her wedding ring, and didn't want to get married anymore. Now the island had more uninvited guests. They were the robbers. Moreover, they cut off all signals to communicate with the outside. Then controlled everyone in there, and forced them to gather in the pool for easy control. Even tally each guest, and attach their name tag to their shirt. They soon discovered that the bride and groom were not here. Actually, they knew Hannah's dad has a lot of money, that's why they came here to kidnap her. Her dad also refused to hand over the money as he didn't see his daughter being safe. So the leader sent 2 subordinators to find them. But Hannah was still sulking and hiding in the room to drink wine. And Tom also detected the bandits. Both of them found a way to defeat them. They come up with an idea that TTM will take the hood, and she will use a gas canister, and burn him. Unexpectedly, she didn't spray on the thief's face but just was on Tom. As a result, they were knocked unconscious, then tied up and taken to the car. Luckily, there was still a large amount of gas stuck to the thief's head. Hannah quickly asked them for a cigarette, then she used it to burn his head. They was fired, and immediately jumped out of the car. No one drove, the car was dropped into the precipice. Fortunately, both of them jumped out. But the robber chased them and shot. When his gun ran out of ammunition, they teamed up to knock him down. And promptly snatched the grenade that he just pulled out, and Tom accidentally killed him. Then they took out their phones, and went to a high place to get a signal to call for help. Here, the people who were being held hostage constantly complained. But they didn't care. Tom and Hannah also went to the high place. But 2 bandits chased after them, and opened fire on them. In a dangerous situation, both of them slipped under the cable. When she passed the 2 robbers, Hannah dropped the grenade in her hand on them. He witnessed his wedding venue destroyed, and his parents and guests were held hostage. He was very sad. They had to go to the kitchen to eat something, then took a knife to cut the rope in their hand, but the knife can't use. So they just had to use the meat slicer. Although it was successful, it hurted his hand. Hannah fainted. Tom had to drag her to hide. When a thief came, he found Hannah lying on the ground. Because he used her to lure them from behind. After struggling for a while, Tom defeated the thief. Hannah also tore off her wedding dress for convenience. There were more thieves out there. They had to run away and hide. Fortunately, a couple hiding saw them in the basement, and opened the door for them to come down. This was the island's food pantry, but they'll find it if they stay here forever. A guy chased here, then he suspected as he saw blood stains. After that, Tom sacrificed himself. He went out and let them take them hostage. When he got there, he took his wife's ex-girlfriend, Shin, hostage. He found a letter from the pocket of a thief whom he killed. From that letter, he knew that Shin was the mastermind. Shin also admitted that he was the mastermind. He wanted to break free from Tom's control. Then he threatened Tom where Hannah was. Tom lied that Hannah drove into the forest to hide. After hearing that, Shin took a few more people on a helicopter to fly around the island to check. Although they haven't caught the hostages, they talked about dividing the money. But each of them demanded more share. They started quarreling. They fought and one fell down. Hannah regretted letting Tom go into danger to save her. So she took a gun with the intention of saving Tom with everyone. Then she followed the tunnel to where they was being held. But only 2 left were here. Hannah didn't shoot them and just talked to them. So she was caught. While they were discussing how to protest, Tom had an idea. He asked 2 robbers to let him continue to celebrate his wedding in this pool. Because of having guns, they agreed. Everyone sang congratulatory songs, and the robber was touched to sing along too. Tom immediately stole the grenade, and threatened them. One guy was scared to run away. At that moment, Tom's mother picked up a gun, and fired bullets at him. Then he threw a grenade at him and he was exploded. They quickly ran away together to a safe place. Tom and his wife planned to sail to the mainland to ask for help. But Shin was back to stop them from leaving. They shot at each other. Soon Tom's gun ran out of ammo. Tom signaled Hannah to start the boat first, then he quickly got on it and left. Unfortunately, Shin also jumped on the boat, his people also chased by helicopter. Tom and Shin fighting, then clinging to the parachute to fly highly. Tom has quickly slipped under the parachute rope into the boat. Hannah and Tom cut off the parachute rope together. Shin was caught in the helicopter, and died. After that, Hannah actively proposed to Tom to atone for her mistake. Their marriage completed. The police also came to rescue everyone.